Holy smokes, Batman. My mom and I are so excited, so overjoyed, and so overwhelmed by the love that you guys showed us on the last video. If you're new here, my name is Jessica. I'm a costume designer, and I'm taking my mom to the Bridgerton ball in Atlanta on Saturday, and I wanted to make her a custom Bridgerton gown for it. So here I am with the bodice almost finished, and I'm draping the skirt on her. This allows me to figure out the shape of the skirt and how much fabric I need to use. A lot of people drape on dress forms, but because I don't have one, I draped it on my mom. It's very modiste of me. Such couture skills. So we're pitting the skirt together, and I'm going to sew it at the top by the waistband. So that way I can go ahead and have a column to drape on my mom and perfect. All right, we're on our third fitting. The bodice is looking much better. I added some more fabric for the zipper, and here is the skirt column. So I start by pinning it in the front and at the side seams because I know I want all of the pleating to gather in the back. Here I am readjusting the back so that way it fits perfectly before I add the skirt. I decided to do some more pleating than before because I just think this is going to look so pretty when she walks. Doesn't this fabric just look so regal? So now I'm taking apart the stitches so that way I can elongate the center back to add a zipper. This is historically inspired, not historical. After that fitting, I took the bodice apart from the skirt and I have to readjust the bottom line. Because I'm piping the whole bodice to give it dimension from the skirt, I'm removing all of the seam allowances and I'm cleaning up the inside seam allowances because I'm not adding a lining. I have way more important things to do. I'm really cutting it down to the wire here, but I do appreciate all of the support. But as you know, if you follow my dirndl making process, I've been doing piping and I love it. I think it looks gorgeous. It's such a great way to clean finish edges. I think it's just going to give it a really nice polished look. I don't know about you, but I could watch people sew things all day long. I think this is so relaxing. So to make sure that people know that my mom and I are of the same family, a la very Bridgerton of me, I'm adding the same applique to her gown as I did mine. Just a little floral kiss and some pearls. Hand sewing this stuff on, it was a lot easier than putting it under the machine. Sometimes when you're adding applique with the machine can really mess up the shape or the look. And then finally, I started to pin the skirt together. And this is where I tell you guys that sewing is literally only 10% of a project. Pinning, fitting, pattern making, that's really where the bulk of the work comes from. So you've got to make sure that you pin things well. And here we are. I'm just checking the fit before I put the zipper in and do her sleeves. Look at her dancing around. I think she loves it. I am so excited to see her smile. We're so excited to do a big reveal on Saturday. I'm trying to convince her to let me do a photo shoot.